Nobody is watching you. The pressure you feel, the sense people are judging every move you make, it's not real, but it feels real, and that's what holds you back. You've had those moments. You say something slightly off, you make a small mistake, you walk away, and your mind keeps replaying it. You feel it in your body, the tension, the heat, the discomfort that won't leave. Minutes pass, sometimes hours, and it still feels like it just happened. And you tell yourself it's because of the emotion. Because you were embarrassed, or angry, or stressed. But that's not what's actually happening. Your body only holds that emotional reaction for a short moment. The spike, the physical wave, that fades quickly. What keeps it alive is what you do after. The story you repeat, the thoughts you keep feeding, the way you keep going back to it. So it's not the feeling controlling you, it's the loop you stay in. And this is where most people lose control without even realizing it. They think they need to get rid of emotions, or suppress them, or fight them, but that just makes it worse, because now you're reacting to the emotion and reacting to your reaction at the same time. What actually changes things is much simpler. When that feeling hits, don't react immediately. Notice it. Where do you feel it in your body? Let it exist without adding anything to it. Don't turn it into a story. Don't judge it. Don't keep replaying it. You'll feel the shift, not because you forced it, but because that's how your system works. It rises, and if you don't interfere, it falls. But even if you understand this, there's another layer that keeps pulling you back. The way you interpret what happens. You don't react to reality. You react to what you expected. Something small happens, but it clashes with how you thought it should go, and that gap creates the frustration. Most people never question that. They assume their expectation was right, so every situation feels heavier than it actually is. If you start adjusting that frame, everything changes. The same situation, different meaning, different outcome. What felt like failure becomes feedback. What felt like rejection becomes direction. That's not pretending things are positive. That's seeing them clearly enough to respond instead of react. And still, in the moment, that's hard. Because when emotions hit, your thinking gets weaker. That's why you need something ready before it happens. A simple shift. Move your body. Change your environment. Interrupt the pattern before it builds. Because if you stay in the same place, doing the same thing, your mind will keep running the same loop. You've felt that too. Lying in bed, replaying something from years ago like it just happened. That's not reality. That's repetition. And while you're stuck in that, you believe something else that isn't true. That everyone noticed, that everyone remembers, that everyone cares. They don't. People are focused on themselves the same way you are. The mistake that feels huge to you barely registers to anyone else. But you keep it alive, and then you shrink because of it. You hold back, you overthink, you hesitate. Not because of reality, but because of a story you keep repeating. So the shift is this. Stop feeding what doesn't serve you. Let the feeling pass. Question the meaning you give to things, and interrupt the patterns that keep pulling you back. Because it's not your emotions holding you back. It's what you keep repeating, and if you don't change that, nothing changes.